So Felicia, what did Mr. Gomez test positive for?
Jeff, the results came back presumptively for THC and cocaine.
Unacceptable. I am now, you have a bond violation for tampering with your device. I now send you for a drug test. You test positive for cocaine and THC? Nope, goes with you.
Judge, if I may, may I make some argument, Judge? Okay. Judge, so he is a plumber. Part of his duties as a plumber is sometimes he has to work in water. Because he has a device, he has to wear long rubber boots. The day of the tamper was a Tuesday, and it was during work hours. The time of the tamper, the alleged tamper was during work hours. He claims that he received notifications that the battery wasn't working, that he took it to Sentinel and Sentinel replaced it. We tried to verify that. We were not able to verify that with Sentinel. However, despite that, I believe that maybe those rubber boots that he had to wear that day because he was submerged in water at that point, probably had something to do with the device not reading appropriately. I mean, they're big rubber boots that are waterproof. In addition to that, Judge, he is a father. He has a 1 year old, 1 year, 4 month old, and the mother of the child that are dependent on him. He is the primary provider for the family. I've admonished him that he is not to do anything, no drugs, no alcohol, no nothing, can't mess with his device. If anything ever comes up again with his device where he has to go in, he needs to notify me. So Judge, we'd just be asking for him not to be revoked at this time and give him another opportunity. If the court would like to.
Not gonna do it, right? He's testing positive for cocaine. I've ordered him not to use at all. I'm sorry. No.
If the court would like to do random UAs instead, Your Honor.
Or just what we're doing now. Goes with you. Your bond is revoked. Sorry, Ray. I can't. I mean, I was prepared to do that with that, but you're testing positive for cocaine. Unacceptable. I can't just let you go with that.
Yes, sir.
No, because then I become the enabler and I'm telling you, hey, man, it's okay for you to use. And it's not. No. I love you, Ray, but.
He's just gonna get a nice hold and.
Well, I don't know that, but hey, this is a second DWI. You already have a bond violation and now you're using? I mean, I can't just continue. I get it. He has to understand that actions have consequences. This is not our first rodeo. It's a second DWI and he's using?
Yes, sir.
Sorry. Okay. 5,000. Tony, ready.
Custody case.
Okay. Deputy Etchegoin, do you mind helping me out? I need someone brought out and back.
No, that's not right. Check. I'm sorry. I don't even have your signature. I know.
I granted your withdrawal on the other one.
I'm sorry.
I granted your withdrawal. on the other
Okay,
one.
thank you. That's what we spoke about.
Yes. So this is with an new, Montoya, okay. Come on up, Mr. Montoya. Thanks. Mr. Montoya, you were charged with driving while intoxicated. You are facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 50 days in jail with credit for the 50 days that you've done.
Yes.
Oh, he has another DWI. Did you see that?
Well, there's a question whether it's in.
So Freestone County has a hold on this gentleman for a DWI above a 0.15.
He doesn't acknowledge that, Judge.
He has a prior DWI from the same place. You need to realize something, Mr. Montoya, that this now may very well be your second DWI conviction because you're pleading guilty to this DWI. Once you have 2 DWIs, when you pick up a third, you're looking at a 3rd degree felony, 2 to 10 in the penitentiary. Is that what it's going to take? Prison time? Some people only learn the hard way.
En la penitencia dicen, hay unas personas que
Is that is what it's going to take. Watch the news. Every single day in our county here, someone dies from a DWI when it is extremely easy. One button on a phone
un botón muy
of an Uber will take you wherever you need to go for $30 freaking dollars.
$40.
From now on, you may be very well facing up to 10 years in prison, even with a sip of alcohol because of your record.
Por su experiencia
You
criminal.
give up a lot of rights by entering this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, it will go on your record. It will be there for the rest of your natural-born life.
Hasta todo su vida.
Do you understand?
¿Lo entiende? Yes.
How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated? Guilty or not guilty?
Culpable o no culpable. Guilty.
Don't kill anyone. That's all we're asking. Don't kill anyone. We have enough death on the streets as it is. You have a DWI here. You have another one open somewhere else. You have one from last year. What's it going to take?
Uno del año pasado.
I'm suspending your license. Is this pled as a first or is it pled as a second? I'm suspending your license for a year. Do not drive. Stop driving.
Deja de manejar.
Pled as a first investigator.
I'm not asking for much, man. Really.
De verdad.
Good luck to you, man.
He's
Suertecita.
getting nice old judge.
Una prisión migratoria.
He still has another DWI in another county, man. Really.
Driver's license suspicion.
1 year. Ricardo,
Yes, Judge.
you okay?
Yeah, just a long day.
I feel your pain.
Yeah.
You did? Okay.
Don't trust the league. He's been facing the scene of.
Maybe not just with regard to like.
Okay, there's a lot of real weight.
Hi.
Morning, Judge Mayor.
Yes, tell.
My name's Sabir Fareed. I'm just going to be covering until Deanna gets here. She's just running a few minutes late. I'm the chief in court 8 next door.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you so much.
We have a panel coming any minute, I think, so,
Sounds good.
yeah. Okay, thanks. Ready?
Rory Johnson, step up, please.
Coming up, Mr. Johnson, right here. Mr. Johnson, you were charged with evading arrest and detention. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present if you cannot afford one. One will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On February 3rd, 2025, the officer observed a vehicle with no proof of financial responsibility. The officer also observed the registered owner of the vehicle to have an open warrant out of Harris County. The vehicle ran a red light and stopped past the designated stopping point, and the vehicle turned north, driving quickly as to elude the officer's patrol vehicle. The defendant pulled into a driveway. The defendant got out of the driver's seat as the officer attempted to initiate a traffic stop with emergency equipment for the traffic violations and conduct the investigation. The officer told the defendant to come to him, and the defendant began to evade on foot. The officer told the defendant to stop, but the defendant continued running, jumping over fences before he was taken into custody. The defendant evaded for approximately 100 to 200 yards and was identified based on his ID and name.
What was the basis of the stop again?
So no proof of financial responsibility and running a red light.
Got it. All right, Mr. Johnson, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm telling you now, you're extremely lucky that this is a misdemeanor. You know, this is your third. On a second, it's a felony offense. You're very lucky. Can you run his license, please?
It's ineligible, not eligible, Your Honor.
Have you sign an affidavit with me today, Mr. Johnson? I don't care what's going on in your life. Do not drive. Do you understand? This is an affidavit that you're going to be promising me you're not going to drive. If you want to drive, go get a license, get liability insurance, and I will take this restriction off. But if I find that you do, I can have a contempt hearing. You can be facing an additional 6 months in jail and a $500 fine every time you drive. Do you understand?